That is still my goal, and I'm very close to that. I think I might need the business more than it needs me. And so building this great team has been wonderful. And what I'd like to do is
Entrepreneurs, today as a Jets fan, this interview is hard. We're going up to Canada interviewing Ian, who is a Bills fan. Ian, welcome to that Entrepreneur Show.
thank you, Vince. Great to be here.
I'm excited to get to know your story a bit more. This is the podcast for small business owners, entrepreneurs, high achievers, and everyone in between to learn from people who have found success and they share how they got there. Thank you for making this show a top 2.5% global show. Appreciate you listening every week. Please rate the show 5 stars. Leave a comment in the description to help us improve, grow. Let us know what you like, what you want more of. And of course, how amazing Ian is going to do today. He is in the sports flooring industry, known for its luxury in-home sports courts and innovative fitness solution. I love this, Ian. What led you to this company? What led you to start this?
Wow, that's quite a journey I was on. I'll try and be brief on it, but I was entrepreneur the whole time, my whole life, from cutting grass, while in high school, and started a landscaping company and a lawn care company. Neither really did very well. Where I was looking for alternative things that I could bring onto the company, and I came across these tile systems that go in onto into backyards on a concrete pad to create a court. Thought it was a pretty cool idea, looked into it, and just sort of ran with it. And then we've grown from just backyard courts to indoor hardwood floors. The company's total sports solution, so we like to, come in and just solve all the issues around creating a sports environment.
I love it. Let's go back to your first project, your first install. How did that one go?
Well, as you can imagine, it was me that was there doing the installation and really had no experience at it. But fortunately, these tiles that go down on concrete in backyards are really easy to install. And so even myself with very little technical background in installations, and truly, I'm much more comfortable at a desk in front of a computer making plans than I am in the field doing an installation. But overall, it went very well, and the customer was satisfied and very happy and let us show that court to future prospects, and we built it from there.
I love that. Doing a good job on it, getting referrals, something all of us business owners can live and die by. The easiest business is not a cold lead, it's a warm lead.
Yeah.
Congrats on that. But let's go back even further when you were just spectating, seeing this stuff for the first time in the field. It caught your eye. What were some of the flaws you saw in the initial design that really got your entrepreneurial wheels turning? Hey, we can improve this.
Well, so we're not a manufacturer, so we don't actually make these court tiles. We buy them from a company in the US, Snap Sports. And prior to us working with Snap Sports, I was with a a competitor of theirs, and I did see flaws in that design, and so I went looking for a better solution, and we came up with the Snap Sports product.
Networking is part of the business. You got to get out there whether you like it or not. What were some of the challenges in finding a vendor that was right for your business and aligned with your mission statement?
It took some time. I obviously spoke to them on the phone, but I got on a plane and I went to them, and I wanted to see their facility, meet their people, see exactly how they're producing this, because I already had one poor experience, and I do want to make sure I wasn't jumping from one to the other. So I did my due diligence, met with them, had an immediate connection, personality wise. I could see that they were a professional company making a perfect product, and that fit my needs and my clients' needs. And so then from that point on, we worked together. And I started off as their Ontario representative up here, soon became the dealer, the Eastern Canada, and then they called me up one day and they said, "Ian, how would you like to be our Canadian distributor?" And I said, Yes. So it's been that was in 2012 till now. So it's been a great journey.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Did you have a pivotal moment that led you to pursue, excuse me, this path?
I don't know if there was a pivotal moment other than my then landscape lawn care business was not doing very well, and I needed an out. And actually, what happened is one of my competitors came around, and they were looking to buy up other companies to make themselves bigger, and they made the offer, which I I accepted, not knowing exactly what I was going to do from that moment. But I knew I needed to get out, so I accepted their offer, and then just I wanted to stay with in the home services type business and helping clients, and I absolutely wanted to be their advocate, if you will, and that's my whole approach right from the start. And now with my sales team, is we are not there to sell what is best for us. We're there to advocate for them and provide the client with the best solution for them, regardless of the impact to us. And even if that means we don't have it, and telling them, hey, you know what, go to the ABC company. They have what you want. We're here to advocate for the clients, and that is the foundation of my business.
Oh man, I absolutely love it. When you were making this transition, the decision to ultimately sell that business, were there any influencers or mentors, people who helped shape your decision?
I wish there were. Since then, there are many. This was back in, yeah, well, 2012 is when I started this company. And I Jim Rohn I had listened to, and a few others. Since then, since starting this business and wanting to do it right, I have been so much involved in reading books and listening to podcasts and learning, and I am trying, to influence my team here in that regard. That when I started out my career as an entrepreneur, and I graduated from university in the late 80s, there wasn't this access to information that there is now. And I think, wow, what an opportunity to be able to listen to a show like yours and hear all these different guests that come on, and their experiences, and learn from those experiences. And there's so many other podcasts that just, you can listen while you're driving, you can listen while you're getting ready in the morning, and there's so much opportunity to learn. One of the things that I really did that shaped my trajectory was I hired a business coach.
Okay,
Um,
let's
I
talk
hired
about
a
it.
business coach probably in 2014 or 2015. And the funny thing is, he was recommended by a friend, and Mike Draper is his name. And Mike reached out to me and said, hey, and I understand you might be interested in a coach. And I would say, yeah, but I'm too busy to meet with you. And then he would, reach out to me again and say, yeah, I think it's a good idea, but I'm too busy to meet with you. And he said, wait, that's why you need to meet with me. If you're too busy to work on your business, you need a coach, and that sort of resonated with me. We met, and we've been meeting twice a month ever since, and it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to get feedback from somebody with some business experience, business know-how, who can sort of give me the honest truth on what to do. And the important thing is, Mike doesn't give you the answer. He helps me think through it, and will even let me go down the wrong path so that I can learn that was the wrong path. And I think that is so valuable, because if you have a business coach that just says, oh, do this, do this, do this, you're not thinking, you're just following instructions. And I think a very good business coach will just almost like a therapist. Say, well, why do you think that? And what do you think if you did that? What do you think will happen? Or what do you want to get out of that? And will that really work? And then I got to think, and I got to come up with the idea. And so I hiring a business coach, I think is recommended. Anyone starting a business or in business, I think you should have a business coach, somebody outside of the business that can really give you some insights.
I love it. It's not what you want to hear sometimes, it's what you need to hear. I had my business coach start in January 2014. We're still plugging away.
Yeah,
Now I'm grateful to have that evolve into my advisory board for the company. What sounds good to you may not sound good to everyone else. They'll help you navigate the storm and give you ideas again of which directions to go to. Great advice. Grab a business coach, a mentor, someone in your corner where, of course, not everyone has the same budget for this type of need, but it is a need. So please find someone in your circle. I think you'll be surprised how many people in your circle would love to help you if you simply ask. So that's my challenge to everyone listening on
that's
right
great.
now. Yes,
Yeah,
but while
yeah.
we're on long-term vision, thinking big picture, all this great stuff here, Ian, what's your plans for this company? Do you have another side project? Do you have another baby business you're starting to grow? What's the latest?
Well, actually, my plans for the business is continued growth. We've had a growth year every year that I've had this business, except for one, and that was coming out of COVID, because COVID was a great boom for us. And so coming out of COVID, our sales dipped a little bit, but then has continued to grow. And so I still want to grow the business. I've built a fantastic team around me, and that's so important too. One of my mentors said, "Great people are free," and it's true. Like if you get somebody really good, they will just outwork, a mediocre person threefold. Their efforts will generate more business for the business. And I've worked on that. It's not easy. Finding the great people, it takes time, and you make mistakes, but as long as you can correct those mistakes, and having a great team around you is a wonderful thing.
I
So,
couldn't agree with you more there. Keep going. Yeah.
yeah, so my goal is, and actually my goal when I started this company in 2012, when it was just me, was to build a company that didn't need me. That is still my goal, and I'm very close to that. I think I might need the business more than it needs me.
I can
Um,
understand.
but building this great team has been wonderful. And what I'd like to do is actually do some business coaching myself, give back to others, and to young entrepreneurs that are starting up, and be a coach to the next generation of entrepreneurs. And so still want to have this company, still want to run this company, but I want to free up my time so that I can be a coach to others.
I love it. Even with my business now, Coming Alive podcast production is stemming from Left for Dead Incorporated. I'm working to build a business where I don't have to be there in any of the steps of the process. My books, my speaking, that's my passion, but that's not something I can sell at the end of the day. All of the entrepreneurial efforts, I'm trying to have something at the end of the road here. We're off to a good track, and it just keeps me motivated because these are my own shows, the shows we're on today. And by failing in every step of the way, I had to learn this as a solopreneur, wearing every single hat, sucking at a lot of them. Now
Yeah,
I'm able to build a team because the common interest I've been getting from cold leads is that they're going to companies where they're social media companies who do podcasting, or marketing companies who do podcasting. We're actually podcasters. I could tell that when you said that you need the business as much as it needs you. That's why I share that story, because I'm in the same boat. I love it. It's hard for me not to wear any hats of the day. I have to do the editing on one or something on another. I still got to be involved. Before we get your contact info, before we sign off, if you could sit down with any entrepreneur here, Ian, dead or alive, and it
yeah,
could be at any point of your business journey where you could get the help most, who would you choose?
yeah. I think it would be Steve Jobs,
Okay.
and I'd like to talk to him about his team building, because I think that is, something that Steve Jobs was remarkable at, is bringing people together to create Apple. I mean, he obviously was the biggest influencer in that, but he had a great team around him, and I'd like to sit down with Steve Jobs and talk to him about team building.
And where would this conversation go down if you could pick the location as well?
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Probably at Apple headquarters. Like to see that place too.
I was going to say Apple
Yeah,
headquarters in his garage, maybe one of
yeah,
those places would be awesome.
yeah.
And it's been great to connect with you. Unfortunately, as we're recording this, his Bills You won again. My
Yeah.
Jets continue to disappoint. Where can we find you online?
I'm on LinkedIn, and we have Instagram, TSS, Total Sports Solutions, Instagram, website is totalsportsolutions.ca. Yep, that's great.
Thank you for sharing that, everyone. Be sure to go reach out, say hello. And the show is that Entrepreneur Show on all podcast platforms. So please subscribe and leave us a rating wherever you listen. That Entrepreneur Show on all social media. And my name again is Vincent A. Lancy. Learn more about me at vincentalancy.com. Show sponsor today is Coming Alive Podcast Production, your one-stop shop for all things podcasting. And with that, we're signing off from Canada all the way down here in Florida. Ian, thanks for starting your day with me.
All right. Thank you, Vince. Have a good day.